Hello, hello, everyone. Hopefully, you all can hear me. But hello, hello. How is everyone? Oop, I'm doing that way too much. Whoopsie. Oh my goodness. But anyway, how is everyone doing? So, today, I have a lovely topic for us to talk about because I've been thinking about this for a hot minute. Give me 1 second, guys. Oh boy. Oop, hello. Sorry about that. Just must be my imagination. But anyway, hello, hello. Now, today, I have a lovely topic. I'm going to be talking about Yanderes today. This is mainly because um, I've been thinking about it for a hot minute, and I don't know, and I don't know why the inspiration just struck me to do this today. Okay, can you? Okay, there we go. I'm like, what in the world? Very scuffed today, but that's okay. But anyway, I was going to talk about Yanderes today just because I got like inspired to like talk about them as of right now. Um, but like this is not really like a particular like there's no like ranking or anything. I just wanted to talk about some today. Um, I think it was just because I was like, huh, I wonder what anime should I watch today, and then I was thinking of something to watch, and then I was like, oh, that one has a yandere in it, and like I don't know if I want to do that today, and then I was like, you know what, we might as well talk about that today. But yes, so for anyone who doesn't know what a yandere is, I hope you do. But yanderes are basically girls or guys. They act like really sweet at first before they what in the world? Before they really show like their true colors, and almost some of them can be violent at times. Some stalkerish, but most of the time they're either harmless, violent, or something to that effect. But nothing too bad unless you're watching like the gory kind of anime where the yandere really ends up hurting somebody. I mean, Mirai Nikki, like since we're going into that, Gasai in I think it's the anime is Mirai Nikki, if I'm saying that right. Um she does get violent to the point where she does Minecraft Minecraft people, let's just say that. Um but that's not per se a horror or like a gory anime per se, because that's really just she's like the poster child of yanderes. Like if you look up yandere in like the tech like either online or in a book, you would probably see Gasai's face there. I even got the picture where she's doing the yandere face. That's where most girls get the yandere face from. And like I swear, almost when I was looking up this topic, I mainly saw and I'm like, okay, I understand why she's so popular, but geez. And then while I was thinking of that, I'm like, oh, there's some more Yanderes I could talk about, like Albedo and Shoutier from Overlord. Like those, both of them, like they're examples of they don't have to be violent. Like they don't have to be like violent in their like love for the main character, as opposed to who will get violent if like gets like kidnapped or hurt, or shall we say someone's trying to take him away from her. Like you know like they'll get defensive, or like they'll get protective of Ainz, but they won't like and they will like punish people, but they won't do that um unless Ainz either tells them to, or like either tells them to, or basically if they're fighting each other, like over his affection. Like they're more willing to fight each other than they are to, oh my goodness, than they are to like say fight someone else, Give me 1 second, guys. I have to. But yeah, they're more willing to fight each other over Ainz than they are, say, of than they are, say, like of other characters. And if they do like fight other characters or like get violent with other characters, they'll immediately be stopped by Ainz, because Shoutier and Albedo won't like really, like they have to listen to Ainz because he's like basically like their leader, not just their love interest. Oh my. And then I thought about it like, oh, there's some more like yanderes out there that aren't in anime, which I said, for example, like Tharja from Fire Emblem. Like she's so in love with the main character, like the main avatar, that it's not even funny. Like it's just like examples of that. Like in the main game, she really does stalk him. Like she'll hide behind trees and stuff in the main game, and then even in the spin-off game of Fire Emblem Warriors, she like her literally her intro is her hiding behind a tree, looking looking at Robin. On top of that, her and Camilla is just as a yandere to her brother Corin, that like there's an interaction where they both to basically where they both like where they're both interacting and they're like, "Oh, are you like, oh, you must be dragon watching," or like, "Oh, you must be people watching." And I'm like, "Okay." Like, "Oh, you must be dragon watching." And I'm like, "Oh," and they're like, "Oh, you must be bird watching." To where it's like, what, how and why? To like, how and why are both of you just like this? It's like you got a question. It's like you really have to question like where you are in like when it comes to yanderes, because like you don't have this interaction with people. And to me, it's just really funny. Well, in my head. But yes, there's also like a couple more yanderes I could talk about, but hold on, guys. Let me just make this quick message really fast. Oh no, nope. But yes, anyway. But yeah, that's like an example of like them outside of like a yandere outside of like anime. You can find them in a lot of games. I couldn't tell you like how many per se, but there's like a lot of them. Like there are some yanderes out there that I haven't even heard of. aside from like Yandere Simulator, like that's what I mean. Like there's a whole bunch of them, and some of them are guys, but most of them are girls. But I need to tell y'all. So I don't know if anyone would consider Legoshi a yandere. I wouldn't, but I think that's just me. They do have one from Black Clover in here, but I'm not. I haven't got that far yet in the arc. In this, I think it's where they're in the Spade Kingdom arc. Misa, I wouldn't. Misa, yes, but that's just because of how obsessed she is with light. Yeah, that's just because of how obsessed with Light Yagami she is. And I think I'm just reading way too into that. And then Callie, Callie, I would say yes, she is a yandere. This is just because of how she feels towards Califla. No, I think I'm saying that wrong. Yeah, Califla. Like, in now I haven't seen Elfin but so somebody can like explain that to me. But yeah, like somebody could explain that to me, like in the comment section or whatever. Because I will be posting this on YouTube, just so you know. But yeah, like it's just, and then like there are some like in Inuyasha that I know Naraku for certain is a yandere because he does all of this stuff in the show just because he loved Kikyo so much that he couldn't stand her being with Inuyasha. And I'm not gonna explain the stuff in the show. I just know for a fact that he crazy. Like it's just like, are you serious? Just like I mean it. Like oh, and there's another one. Uh, uh, Yukako from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. She is in the beginning, but then she mellowed out after a while. And I think this is just because uh Kokichi accepted her like feelings after everything was said and done. Like she learned to accept it, and it was just like, okay, we're cool now. What's another like male like Grill from Black Butler? He's a yandere. He is straight up. But I think he's more mellow than I think he's more mellow than some of the other yanderes, but he will go yandere over over Sebastian, like really, really fast. And it's just like, dude, why? Like you don't he don't even like you like that. At least I don't think so. But I think that's just me. I'm like, I don't think so, but okay. But yeah, like it's just like, oh, Prince Diamond, Prince, like another, like there are a lot of guy examples too of yanderes as well as female, and like Prince Diamond, I think was like the first one I would think would be considered a yandere. This is only because this is only because of how he acts, I believe. This is, yeah, like just how he acts with Sailor Moon in particular, because he, like, because of his story from being in the future and whatnot. And I'm just like, okay, like, you're in love with her, yeah, but you know she's married and has a man. Not in the past though, but like you can go free reign in the past. But I'm just like, okay. Oh, a game example. Now I don't know if anybody's played No More Heroes, but Kimmy Howe from two and even into the third game, she still carries like her obsession with Travis Touchdown and that, and I'm just like, I love it. I want it. And her design in like the in the third game, they really improved on her, and I like it very, very much. This is strictly because I like seeing like different designs and like the growth of people's characters like throughout different games. And there are some, ooh, there are like some non they say non-Japanese characters, but I just call them like regular cartoon characters. Like there are some yanderes out there, but I there are some that I don't consider, and there's some that I do. Um, like who would be a good Harley Quinn. She doesn't strike me as a yandere sometimes, but she can be. This is mainly for the sole reason of she'll go like she'll go from 0 to 1,000 really fast. And this is not just because it's partly because she's crazy, but also partly because it's just like, okay, man, you need to calm down. But yeah, like there's Harley Quinn. I mean, if you played Scott Pilgrim, there is Gideon Graves because he can be a yandere towards. the main female lead in that one. And second chat. Okay. And then there's like, oh, the villain, like villainous villains are destined to. Like I need to see that. I can't confirm any of these yet because I've only read like a part of the manhwa, but I know for a fact that like three of the characters that they have are like yonder, like are really yandere. Like that's not a lie because they really go over to the main character and like, oh, we love you, like like they act tsundere first before they be like this. I've only read like I said, I've only read like a little bit of the manhwa, but it really is like they'll be tsundere at first, like, oh, I don't like you or whatever. Then they then they start to care when when she starts to ignore them or like be like attentive to somebody else, and then loses their freaking mind. Like then they lose their freaking minds. I'm sure. I mean, that's how like that's how like most yanderes act though. Now, who out here is considering Melina a yandere? I don't think she's a yandere, but like different. I think like do different adorations maybe. And I just haven't really noticed like her yandere tendencies. Like it. Like there are some characters that you'd be like, oh, they're not a yandere, but then you just think about it for a hot second, and then you're like, okay, maybe. And like I said, I'm not including the characters in Yandere Simulator either, because like we all know that they're supposed to be that way. And like, what's another good example of a uh yandere in like American like media instead of more Western? Um, I have so I see that there's one that there's Cupid in the Arrowverse. I'm not sure, but like in maybe in like the comic she is more like she not even more, just like she has some of those tendencies, but I guess because I haven't seen like Arrowverse like that, I would have to like just agree with that one because her code name is Cupid, so like her villain name is Cupid, and it can have several tendencies. Now, oh, Hera from like shoot, not even just like Percy Jack, like in the Percy Jackson series, more of in mythology in general. I think she's unhinged because she goes off the rails when Zeus does something. to where I'm like, lady, why? And another part of me is like, you married this man. Even if it wasn't willingly, you married this man. Like, I don't know what you want from, like, I don't know what you expected or wanted. Like, shoot, even in, like, what, there's a, there's a animation out there. I think it's called Blood of Zeus. I think it's what it's called, like a Netflix series. He at Hera just does some outlandish stuff in that series that I'm just like, okay, can you not now? Can we stop? Like, it's just like, what are y'all doing? Oh my goodness. Eh, like I said, like Hera in general, like you, like not even in just like different media, like just in like the regular myth, like regular mythology, she does some crazy stuff, and you just be like, what in, like, why are you still with this man? Or like, I don't know why you don't just put this man on a leash or something, and then you wouldn't act this way. Like, come on, lady. But I think that's just what we give like Western and like European um like types to like a yandere. Like in any other setting, like say, because we have like a like real life yanderes, like but those are mostly the ones that you would consider like, oh snap, this girl is crazy. Like you're dating, like say you're dating a girl, right, or a guy, okay, like say you're dating them, right, and they basically show signs of like them not being, we'll just say, not really a fan of you giving attention to somebody else, right? You think, oh, now other people out there, they're like, oh, this is cool. Like other people would think like, oh, this is cool and all, and then they start to see the cracks in, like they slowly start to see the cracks in, like, okay, I think this is not the best idea for this. Like what have I, like there, it's like, what have I done? I think I've trapped myself, you know. And then you just be like, okay, well, I don't know how to fix this. And even when you try to get out of there, like you'd be like, okay, well, I think we need to like just take a step back from each other, right? Everybody's like, no, you won't do that. And then it's just like, okay, well, I don't know what to do. I guess I'm stuck. But yeah, I wonder what everyone else's favorite yandere is. I mean, I like when it comes to like yandere girls, like in, like on the female side, I do consider Yuno Gasai my favorite. This is just because she is the most iconic one, and also just because like I said, when I do see Yandere, I do think of her. but it's not strictly because of bias. I think it's just because I like her more. Now, on the guy side of things, I still need to look at that a little bit more. Yeah, I think I still need to look into that a little more. Now, how could I forget? Dang it! How could I forget? As death, but I think she would be I think she would be considered a different type of yandere. You know what I mean? Like I think she has a whole nother experiment of her own, but she's another one. But yes, feel free to tell me who your favorite yandere guy or girl is in the comment section below, or like just tell me whatever. And all right, I guess actually we can find some other. Let me think. Let me think. Let me think. Do, 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 do. Mm, let me see. We'll see if this works. Let's actually play a little bit of this. Nope, nope. Hold on. Nope, nope. There we go. Hopefully. Yes. Ah, it's too small. Hold on, Chad, hold on. I didn't mean to do all this. Okay. Let me change the category here. Alright. So, because I have nothing else to talk about, let's try this. Why am I skipping? Try this for now. Oh, okay, there we go. Let's play some backpack battles while we... I've been doing actually pretty well in ranked right now. But we're only gonna play for a little bit and then I'll end stream. Nope, that was a good one. But yeah, we're just gonna play for a little bit and then I'll end stream because dang it, I was about to say something. Now I need to remind everybody that I have only the demo right now. So once I'm able to pay for like the full game, then I'll be able to change my character and also like get more stuff as well. But yeah, once I'm able to get the full version of the game, we should be able to do more stuff. But you know, what I'm able to do on the demo version, because I don't have access to the gems in the game for some reason. I think it's just because of the version of the game I got, which is just a demo. But when I do, it'll be amazing. Because that way I can show you the other two characters that are in this game that I don't have. On top of like doing more combinations with those characters. Because I see this right here, you can combine with another one of these. Basically to make that. Because right now I have it attached to this dagger and it's going to be a poison dagger once this session is over. See, look. And now it's a poison dagger. Which, if I do this correctly, if I put it in there and then do that. Get rid of that, and then we begin. But yeah, once I have the full version, like see that you need to make this shield, you need to make with this. You just need a regular shield and like incorporate this into this. Like there's a lot of combinations in this game that I don't have access to yet. I won't be unlocked a subclass. So I can either have a hexblade, be a witch, or be a vampirist. But I'm going to be the vampirist right now because that's what I am. And of course, I need that, but I probably don't need this, I'll put it in storage, but I'll put that here. So that way I can get the vampire gloves after I upgrade this. So like yeah, I can actually use this gem too to make armor as well. But I don't have, and also make a bloody dagger out of this. If I didn't make a poison one already. So yeah, see, now I have vampiric gloves. So actually, I will buy this, attach it to this, and now I can have a cap of resilience, I believe it's what it says. So that way I'll just be a little bit stronger. But yeah, see, I could have that hair on this character, but I can't do that yet. So I guess she became a witch, which is good. I'm actually doing pretty well. Every time I do this though, I always end up having 2 left that I don't get because I end up losing so many tries. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, I don't understand. And then get this potion. Put that there. Put that there. Give me that. And you know what? I'll get another thorn whip soon. I can have another mushroom. Okay, you too. So I can have this armor. So we'll see how this goes. I see, look, she's gonna have this person right here. They're gonna have like another dragon. They have gems. They have like gems and coal that I don't have. Where's fatigue is gonna set in. Nope. Now I have one more try before I get it, before it says, nope, you're done. But yeah, so I have that and I have that. Now, I don't need any of these. I do need that though. Take this gem pouch and let's go. Yeah, see, now she combined, like, this person combined the whip with this sword and they got that. Now, like I said, I don't have access to these, like, amethysts and gems and stuff. This is, like, you know, partly the reason. Why I only have a small version of the game. Ooh, a villain sword. I need that. Get rid of this. Put that there. Give me that. Put that there. No, actually, make the strong flask. Now, I think I can make this into a bigger melee weapon. I don't know yet. But once I do know... Okay. We're doing well. That's good. Nope. That might be it. Yep. Every time it's either two of these or three of them. I never get a full bar, but I should be getting a new rank next time I do this. But yeah, so once I get the full version of the game, I can look like this. And then probably on like a Halloween day, I'll look like this. But yeah, so once I get the full version of the game, I can show you the other two characters. But I know if I ever do the archer, I'm going to do this outfit because it's autumn and I like that. I like the basically like the what is it, the warmer weather, I should say, or at least not that cold. Even though autumn does get cold, I just prefer it differently. But all right, everyone, thank you for joining me today. I hope you all have a lovely rest of your evening. Okay, sweet dreams, my bats. All right, bye bye.